Things so simple that make Korea live 50 years ahead of the rest of the world. A building with over 100 robots, they call their own elevators, ride to the correct floor, and deliver packages directly to your room. Meals that cook themselves with just cold water and no electricity at all. And a vegetable farm growing inside a subway station. None of it is complicated. That's exactly the point. In Korea, you don't buy a water purifier. You subscribe to one. For about $20 a month, the company installs it, sends a trained technician on a regular schedule to replace filters and clean the unit, and removes it when you're done. No maintenance, no repair bills, no filter you forgot about for 3 years. The model expanded to air purifiers, bidets, and massage chairs. They now manage over 7.5 million active subscriptions, roughly 1 in 3 Korean households. Korean beauty brands sell a wireless face mask with over 1,000 individual LED lights built into a helmet worn over the entire head. It uses the same light therapy technology originally developed by NASA. Korean celebrities wear these around their apartments. Korea holds roughly 37% of the global skincare device market. Every home, hotel, and most public restrooms have a toilet seat with a heated surface, warm water wash, air dryer, deodorizer, and built-in UV sterilization. 8 major manufacturers compete in this market specifically. It even has a control panel that has more functions than most TV remotes, like a night mode. Korea decided the toilet was simply unfinished and finished it. A company in Seoul built a smartwatch for blind people where the screen is made of 24 physical braille pins controlled by tiny electromagnetic actuators under the surface. A notification arrives, the pins rise and fall, and you read it with your fingertip. Traditional braille readers cost between $3,000 and $5,000. This one costs under $300. It had 140,000 pre-orders from 13 countries before it shipped. Korea took a problem that had existed for decades and made the answer affordable enough to actually reach the people who needed it. Apartments have a single wall panel in the kitchen that controls every system in the home simultaneously. Floor heating by room, gas valve shutoff, ventilation, front door lock, and elevator call. You press one button and the elevator is already waiting on your floor by the time you put your shoes on. You press another and every light in the apartment turns off from the front door. Nail salons have machines where you slide your finger inside a small opening. The screen scans the surface of your nail, and 30 seconds later, it comes out with a printed design, gradients, patterns, photographic detail, applied directly onto the nail by a built-in inkjet head. There is no technician, only a machine. A design that would take a human 20 minutes costs $2 and takes less time than making a coffee. Korea automated the part of beauty that requires the most precision. Convenience stores sell meals that heat themselves. You peel back the outer sleeve, pour cold water from the tap directly onto a chemical heating pad built into the base of the container. You close the lid and wait 10 minutes. The food inside reaches 97 degrees without a stove, a microwave, or any electricity at all. The technology came from Korean military field rations. The whole package folds down to the size of your fist. You can eat a full hot in every part of the world as long as you have water. Korea's largest tech company built its headquarters entirely around robots. Over 100 autonomous machines navigate the building. They call their own elevators, select the correct floor, travel the corridors, and deliver packages directly to individual desks. The architecture of the building was designed around robot movement patterns first. Human circulation routes came second. It is the first building on Earth designed from the ground up as a shared space between humans and robots, rather than retrofitted for them afterward. When you drink with someone older in Korea, you turn your head to the side while you sip, face away from them, every single time. You never pour your own drink, ever. An empty glass is a social signal, not your own problem to solve. Keeping your glass slightly full is the only accepted way to communicate you're done. Korea has dedicated solo dining restaurants where everything is designed for exactly one person. Individual charcoal grills at single-seat counters, personal ventilation hoods directly overhead, small televisions positioned at eye level, privacy dividers between every seat. Even Korean barbecue, one of the most communal meals on Earth, has been redesigned for one. Inside one of Seoul's busiest subway stations, behind a floor-to-ceiling glass wall, there is a working farm, not a display, not a decoration. Actual rows of lettuce, herbs, and greens growing under purple LED lights, tended by the Subway Authority, harvesting 30 kilograms of fresh produce every single day. You walk down to catch your train, and next to the platform entrance is a field of vegetables glowing violet in the dark. Korea looked at an unused wall underground and decided it was wasted space. Most Korean students go to private cram academies after school, 6 days a week, sometimes until midnight. Parents spend $20 billion a year on them. The government passed a curfew, no academy after 10 p.m., then deployed undercover operatives to enforce it. They walked the streets at night with hidden cameras, specifically hunting for academies factories that had blacked out their windows to keep teaching illegally. Children studying in the dark. Government agents outside in the street. $20 billion and a curfew and a black market for homework. There is a banana-flavored milk that is formally applying for National Cultural Heritage status. The bottle is shaped like a traditional Korean moon jar, a form that's been a national treasure for centuries. It launched in 1974 when bananas were a restricted luxury that most Koreans had never tasted. Over 6 billion bottles were sold. Korea built a bike lane with a solar panel roof running 32 kilometers down the center of a live expressway. Cyclists enter through underground tunnels so they never touch a single lane of traffic. But on the stairs leading down to the tunnel entrance, every single step has a small sign showing exactly how many calories you burn climbing it. Not an app, not a screen. A sticker on a stair. The smallest possible nudge in the most precise location at the exact moment it's useful. Korea does this constantly. Solves a problem at the point where the problem actually happens. Street vendors make a candy called dalgona from scratch in front of you. They pour a spoonful of sugar into a small pan, melt it over a flame, add a pinch of baking soda, watch it foam and double in size, then press it flat against a metal plate in seconds. The result is a paper-thin caramel disc. Inside it, they press a shape, a star, a heart, an umbrella. Your challenge is to cut the shape out cleanly with a needle without breaking it. The candy costs $1. In Seoul, there are still vendors who will give it to you for free if you succeed. Apartments have a dedicated wall-mounted shoe cabinet with a built-in UV sterilization cycle and a warm air circulation system that dries and deodorizes every pair overnight. You put your shoes wet from the rain, close the door, and they come out dry and sanitized by morning. The cabinet is standard in new apartment builds the same way a kitchen cabinet is standard. Korea also has automated parking garages. It operates with no ramps, no levels, no driving inside the structure at all. All you do is stop at the entrance, step out, and a platform lifts your car and carries it into a rotating mechanical grid that stores it vertically. The system fits 3 times as many cars into the same footprint as a conventional garage. When you return, you enter your number, and the machine retrieves your car and delivers it back to the entrance in under 2 minutes. Seoul has smart pedestrian crossings that detect elderly people mid-crossing using overhead sensors. When the system identifies someone moving slowly, it automatically extends the green light by several seconds without any button press required. The detection happens in real time. The light adjusts before the person realizes they need more time. Korea solved a problem that has existed since traffic lights were invented by adding a sensor and a decision. Convenience stores verify your age for alcohol purchases using facial recognition at the self-checkout screen. You look at the camera, the system estimates your age in real time, and if it reads you as over the legal limit, the transaction completes without a staff member. If it's uncertain, it flags for human check. No ID card removed from a wallet. No interaction required. The machine makes the judgment at the moment of purchase and moves on. Korea's 207 highway rest stops are not rest stops. They are destination venues. Robot chefs. Drone food delivery inside the building. Illuminated tunnels over 100 meters long. Pottery studios. Pet cafes. Bathrooms with screens outside showing live stall availability in real time.